Hello everyone and welcome back to my F1 series on the original game for PlayStation.
Welcome to beautiful Spa in Belgium for round 11 of the championship.
Oh Murray, come back Murray. Boy do we need Murray Walker right now. Yes, hello everyone and welcome back to the original game for PlayStation, Formula 1, and once again our driver of choice for our championship is Mr. David Twat Coulthard himself, and we're at the gorgeous, oh my goodness gracious bloody good goal, I don't believe it, he's gone straight into the barrier trying to get into the pits. Well, it is a very very tight pit lane because we are at the gorgeous Spa Frankie Champs circuit in Belgium. Yes, home of the Belgarians. Yes, a very very strange species indeed, invented around 1876 so I recall. Anyway, it's time once again to put our fuel in, which is going to affect our race performance of course. And we're going to change our tyres. We've only got 1%, and of course we've got to put less downforce because this is Spa. We need very little downforce because there's lots and lots of straights. So we take all the fuel out, just bar a little tiny bit, just a little thimbleful of fuel, and we rejoin the circuit now for our first qualifying run in the beautiful... Oh, we just made that. It's okay. Don't panic everyone. In the beautiful liveried car of the Williams Renault from 1995, and I bet now it's 2019 everyone wishes it still was 1995. Do you remember those years when Formula 1 was great and every Sunday evening it was talked about with lots of people sort of round having dinner and discussing the events that happened in that motor race in 1995, and Mr. Coulthard has gone a little bit wide there and had to take the escape road there. Oh dear, so I don't think you're going to put a very good time in. At the moment, Gerhard Berger's sector time is a 1:16, and Coulthard has gone way past that already. Oh dear, he's going very... is it going to stop? Is it ever going to stop? Is the counter ever going to stop? It doesn't really matter, of course, because this is his first lap out of the pits, so of course the time is going to be absolutely horrendous. As I was saying, yes, I expect everyone now is wishing that we were back in the glory days of 1995, because once again I'm recording this video after another real life Grand Prix, and it was France. Shh, no, shh, don't say it out loud. We really shouldn't mention France, should we? No, we really shouldn't. Paul Ricard. Oh my god, what a complete clusterfuck of a race that was. I actually tweeted out earlier this week and said that the answer to Formula 1 is simple. Everyone needs to stop watching. And then when that happens, oh my goodness, look at the line that David Coulthard went through there through the bus stop. Well, that was a very unusual line. Anyway, he manages to complete his lap and he's 24th at the moment. But now we're going for our proper qualifying run. And yes, as I was saying, the way to make Formula 1 change is to stop watching it. Yes, because if no one watches it, they will be forced to make a change. Now oh Jesus, where's he going now? Where is he going now? Oh dear. As we go up Radion into Eau Rouge, Mr. Coulthard's gone a little bit wonky there as we go past the McDonald's sign. I just fancy McDonald's right now actually. Anyway, I'm going to carry on recording this video. So yes, that's what we've got to do everyone. You see, we as the sports viewers, we have that power. Yes, we have that power. When the race starts, just switch it off. Hit that power button and switch it off. You can watch all the rest of it, all the qualifying, the build, but as soon as you hit that race, just switch it off, okay? And then this will introduce a voltage spike in the ratings of Formula 1. Yeah, they all know, you know, when you switch your televisions off and when you switch over, they're very, very clever. They've got technology that can detect these things. And so if everyone does that at the start of the race, they will see a huge drop in audiences. And then something will have to be done. So rise up everyone now. Rise up. We can beat this. Because we are the problem with Formula 1. Because we carry on watching it. And then after we've watched it, we complain about it and call it a load of shit. But this is what we have to do to get Formula 1 back to the glory days. Do you remember when cars actually used to overtake each other? Yes, you remember those days? Doesn't happen anymore, does it? And we've got to sort out the field spread of these cars because it's ridiculous. The Mercedes is just in a class of its own, and something needs to be done about that because Mercedes could quite literally, with Lewis Hamilton, go for what, 3 or 4 more years, and by that time there won't be any more Formula 1. There won't be anyone watching it because it'll be just that boring. So we, as the viewers, have the power. So I'm asking everybody to rise up on the next Grand Prix. I do believe in Austria. You need to rise up now. As soon as that race starts, you need to switch it off and send a clear message to the bosses at Formula 1, because they don't care, you know. They had all this pomp and circumstance at Liberty Media when they came into this Formula 1 circus and said, we are going to do this, we're going to do that. Now, it's got well into the 2019 season, and what exactly have they done? What have they exactly done? I'll tell you what they've done. They've completely fucked up the sport with stupid stewarding decisions. Stupid stewarding decisions, that's what they've done. Now, I have to say, the sport is greatly missing Charlie Whiting. It is absolutely, it's just too much, because this has all seemed to have happened since Charlie died, unfortunately, and we are as a sport really missing him, because I think he was the anchor. He was the sensible one out of everyone in that what do they call it, group of Formula 1 chairmen, executives, whatever. He was the one that sat down there in the grassroots and sorted out whether a decision was right or not. And we just haven't got that now. And we've got suits running the show. We've got suits running the show. And the suits have to be told that enough is enough. So rise up, everyone, on the next Grand Prix and switch it off. Send that message to the bosses at Formula 1 that we won't take any more of this shit. Otherwise, the sport will just die, and then there will be no more Formula 1. And I'm sure nobody, even though it's as bad as what it is at the moment, nobody wants that. We want to see good, exciting races. But the only way we're going to see that is in change. And that change has got to happen through us, the viewers, because we're the people that make them the money. Don't forget that. We're the people, because we're the people that watch it. We're the people that subscribe to Sky and all that malarkey. So we are the ones that can influence the real change in this sport. So I ask you all now to rise up, switch it off, and hopefully change will happen. Don't forget, in 2003, when the last sort of bad season that we had after the 2002 season, where Michael Schumacher absolutely dominated, Bernie Ecclestone just got involved and said, that's it, you know, change has got to happen. And of course change did happen with the qualifying, where it's completely mixed up on its head. Now, I've spoken about the qualifying in 2003 before, and you know, that was basically not a very good decision, and after about 6 races it just seemed to sort itself out anyway, so it wasn't really much good. But there's so many other things that need to change in the current climate of Formula 1 in 2019. There's been dominance before. This is what a lot of people are saying, oh well, what about yes, but with the dominance of Ferrari, there was also years when that dominance wasn't there. Ferrari got challenged during their dominant periods through certain years. They got challenged. There is no one to challenge Mercedes whatsoever. Who's the closest challenger to Mercedes, do we reckon? Well, we'd have to say Red Bull. We'd have to say Red Bull. I would say Red Bull. Ferrari, well, Charles Leclerc, he is there, yeah. But I would say Red Bull are the closest challengers, I would say. Well, with Max Verstappen, but unfortunately not with Pierre Gasly, because he's a prune, basically. Anyway, I think Coulthard has done his qualifying while I've been waffling on. So we're going to come in now and change ourselves up for the race. We're going to put some more fuel into the car for, of course, the race. And we're going to change our tyres as well. Anyway, I'm sorry about that little ramble there, but it just had to come out. It just had to come out. Yes, because the Hookster feels very passionately about Formula 1, always has done. And things have got to change though. I didn't actually get on the screen what our qualifying position was because I was waffling on too much. Never mind, we'll find out in a moment because we're about to go to the grid. Yes, my favourite part of all these races is calling out the driver names once more. So let's go now to the grid and find out exactly where David Coulthard finished. Here we are then at Spa Frankie Champs for round 11 of 17 of the championship. In first position it's Johnny Herbert in the Benetton Renault. Second place for Gerhard Berger in the Ferrari. In third position it's Jonna Lacey in the fellow Ferrari. In fourth place it's Mika Häkkinen in the McLaren Mercedes. And in fifth position it's, oh my goodness, David Coulthard in the Williams Renault. In sixth position it's Mark Blundell. In seventh place it's Eddie Irvine. Eighth place goes for Damon Hill. In ninth position it's Oliver's Penis. In 10th place it's Martin Brundle. In 11th position it's Heinz Harold Fredson. In 12th position it's Mika Salo. In 13th place it's Rubens Barrichello. In 14th place it's Bouillon. 15th for Ukio Katayama. In 16th place, oh my goodness, it's Michael Schumacher in the Benetton Renault. In 17th position it's Pedro Lamy. In 18th place it's Take Yanui. And in 19th place it's Luca Badoa. In 20th place it's Max Papis. In 21st it's Montemini. And in 22nd it's Roberto Moreno. And in 22nd it's Lavaggio. And bringing up the rear as always it's Pedro Diniz in the 40 Ford. Okay then, so it's a fantastic qualifying position for David Coulthard. As the 5 lights go out, it's time for us once more to say, go, 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 and away he goes. And he gets off to quite a good start, I have to say, almost overtaken by one of the McLarens as we go into this very, very tortuous first turn at the gorgeous Spa Frankie Champs circuit. And he goes into the wall now, he goes into the wall, but he gets up into 4th position. 4th position for Mr. David Twat Coulthard as we go deep, deep down into the hill now, and we're going to climb up Radion and into Eau Rouge. As you can see, it's slightly different design in 1995, of course, as we manage to catch up to the back of one of the Ferraris, and we go very, very deep, manage to get past him, and now the other Ferrari as well. Oh, this is a fantastic, absolutely fantastic performance from David Coulthard there. He's up into 2nd position. The car in front is one of the Benettons. Is that Michael Schumacher? I don't think it was. He was right down the back of the field, wasn't he? It may be Johnny Herbert then. Well, it has to be. He's got to be one of the 2 drivers. So Johnny Herbert could be in the lead of this race at this moment. Oh my goodness, now can we catch up to the back of Johnny Herbert as we go through the next section of the gorgeous Spa Frankie Champs circuit? Home of the Bulgarians, don't you know? Yes, they're a very, very funny species. Yes, very, very funny indeed. They don't talk like normal people do. No, they've got this funny little lisp. This funny little lisp. Yes, they have. But anyway, let's continue on and see if Mr. Coulthard... It is Johnny Herbert. It is Johnny Herbert in the lead of this race in the Benetton Renault of 1995. Wow, this actually never happened in real life. No, Johnny Herbert was never in the lead. No, never in the lead. I don't think he got very far at all actually against Michael Schumacher. But there you go. Anyway, let's see if David Twat Coulthard can catch up to the back of Johnny Herbert and indeed get past him before the end of this lap and go into the lead of this race. It's going to be a fantastic performance if he manages to do his contact. No, oh, there's more contact and he goes off, and he's hit the barrier. Oh no, he's blown it. He's absolutely blown it. He goes straight into the barrier for David Twat Coulthard. He rejoins the field now. He's in 13th position though. 13th place for David Coulthard. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And unfortunately he had to skip over the bus stop chicane there just to gain a little bit of ground over the positions that he's lost. So down to 14th place now for David Twat Coulthard as he tried to put a move on one of the Ligiers and he gets past up into 13th. It's unlucky for some and definitely unlucky for David Coulthard. He was challenging for the lead there against Johnny Herbert and he just didn't do it. He just didn't do it. And now he's got, I think it must be Michael Schumacher who's darting all over the place on the circuit. Look at this as we go through into Eau Rouge. Going all over the place for Michael Schumacher now. So 13th position. He tried for the move but it didn't quite work out and he ended up all the way down the field. So just 10 laps remain of this Grand Prix because of course at Belgium it's a very, very long lap indeed as David Coulthard's trying to get past this Sauber now. Yes, the Sauber with of course the Red Bull sponsorship emblazoned all over the side cowling of the Sauber car. Oh, it was a glorious sight. And of course Red Bull went on to do their own team in, was it 2006? Yeah, I think it was, no, 2005 wasn't it? I can't bloody remember. I think it was 2005 actually. But anyway, no doubt in the comments everyone will tell me, Dave, no it wasn't, it was 2006. Mate. Anyway, we're trying to get past the Sauber now and we do manage to do so. Next car in front is one of the Jordan Peugeots. That is quite possibly Rubens Barrichello or it could be Eddie Irvine. It's one of the 2 anyway. And we've still got Michael Schumacher just in front of the Jordan Peugeot. Always a very funny livery of the Jordan. Oh, there's contact. Look at that contact with the Jordan Peugeot and Michael Schumacher there. He pushes him off to the right-hand side, but now we're going to take the opportunity to try and get past Michael Schumacher as we go through this very, very fast section of the gorgeous Spa-Francorchamps circuit. At the moment, we just have to hold station. Hold station as Johnny Herbert completes lap 2. He's now 4 seconds ahead. Oh, Jesus. Oh, he's had to skip the bus stop. Once again, he's had to skip. Can he get through? Oh, more contact for David Coulthard. Anyway, so Herbert's in the lead. Berger in second place. John Lacey in third. Mika Häkkinen in fourth. Martin Brundle. No. Mark Blundell. I always get those two mixed up. He's in 5th position now. And Coulthard's up to 10th. Now into 9th place now as he gets past. I think that was the Avalisier. As we're going down the tortuous hill section once again. And getting very, very close to the back of this Uber Sauber car. Can we get past? He's going to the left, going to the right, darting all over the place. But there's no room to try and get past this Sauber at the moment because, of course, there's no slipstream in this game. There's supposed to be, but there isn't. No, there's none at all, really. You have to get really, really close up to the car, and all it does is it backs off when you get really close to it. That's about the only slipstream effect you get in this game. And of course, look out, because I think in maybe 2 more episodes, I've gone through 1 more episode. It's not next episode, but I think it may be 2 more episodes when the championship will get absolutely turned on its head. When I find this glitch, that's quite possibly a 23-year-old glitch now, depending on how old this game is. I can't quite remember. 96, I think. A 23-year-old glitch I found in the game, and it turns this championship right on its head. And makes the racing even more spectacular and exciting and everything. Yeah, it's just all there. So you don't want to miss the final rounds of this season because I've already recorded every single episode. So don't worry, I'm not going to suddenly stop this series halfway through. We're going right the way through to all 17 rounds. They've all been recorded. All I've got to do is commentate over them. So we will be here until the end. And what a final race it's going to be. I'm pretty sure it's going to be. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a pretty epic final race. So Coulthard up into 8th position now. The car ahead is Eddie Irvine in the Jordan Peugeot. Of course, he went from Jordan onto Ferrari to partner Michael. Oh, look at all the car. Oh, and he skips right over the bus stop once again. He's, of course, trying to gain some time back up from all the positions that he's lost. And, of course, don't forget, he's cheating a little bit. But, of course, none of the other cars do pit. So he's, he's only really gaining the 20-second advantage that they're getting from not pitting. So it's all good, really. It's all good. Anyway, so he's up, I think, into 3rd position now and trying to catch up to the Ferrari as we go up the hill once more. Yes, 3rd place. Look at this for David Coulthard. You're going to get past the Ferrari. He dives to the inside and look at that. It's like taking candy from a baby. Straight back into 2nd place now from 14th position, which is where he dropped down to. This is another fantastic performance from Mr. David Coulthard. Herbert's still in the lead. Johnny Herbert, yeah, I just said that. And Gerhard Berger is in 2nd place. David Coulthard in 3rd. John Lacey in 4th. Häkkinen in 5th. Oh my goodness. Which means that must be the leader ahead. That has got to be, once again, Johnny Herbert. So once again, David Coulthard is going to go for the move and see if he can get past him. Yes, we're crossing our fingers now to say, come on, David, come on. We need you to do this. We need you to do this. But it's got to be clean and don't take yourself out again. Otherwise, this is going to be quite disastrous. Well, I have to say, this Williams Renault at Belgium has got a lot of pace because he's managed to catch right back up to the leader once again in just a few more laps. So there is real pace in this Williams Renault at Belgium. Of course, we are running very, very low downforce. I think we're on the minimum downforce levels. You can't see that on screen, of course, because the wings just look exactly the same as if they've got high wings on them. Yes, there's no difference in the wings. But we are running very, very low downforce wings. And David Coulthard is catching Johnny Herbert, who's still in the lead of this race at the moment. Is he going to go for a move now? Yes, he goes. Oh, look at this. That was very easy. Oh, he skipped the bus stop again. I don't believe it. What's he doing? What's he doing? Come on, David. That's not very sportsmanlike, is it? Oh, my God. Just imagine if he did that in 2019. 2019. They quite literally take him to all 4 corners of England, eviscerate him. Yes, they pull out all his innards and his kidneys, his liver and his spleen, and they send it off to all the 4 corners of England like they used to do back in the medieval times. Yes, or in that film, what was it called, Braveheart or something, wasn't it? I can't remember now. Yes, for Scotland, something like that. Anyway, didn't that have that bloke in it. I don't know, what's his name? Sean Canary. Is it Sean Canary? No, he wasn't in it, was it? It was that other bloke. Who was that other one? Oh, Mel Gibson, that was the one. Oh, I used to like Mel Gibson, yes. He was very good in Lethal Weapon. And then he went a little bit silly, didn't he? A little bit silly, and nobody heard from him again. And now he's come back. Well, sort of, yeah. Not really come back, but he's back again, yes. Anyway, let's continue on. David Coulthard is now in the lead of this Grand Prix. And he's got a fastest lap. Yes, a fastest lap. He's now 5.974 seconds ahead of second place Johnny Herbert. But don't get too excited, everyone, because unfortunately, even though he can skip over the bus stop section and gain about, possibly 2 seconds a lap, don't forget he's still got to come in for a very, very long pit stop. And these pit stops in F1 1995 season last about 22 seconds. 22 seconds. In fact, longer than that, because there's the slowing down period and there's the speeding up period. And of course there's a good 20 seconds in the pit, so we could be talking a good 30 seconds. So whatever advantage we gain now by skipping over the bus stop, we still may not win this oh, wait a minute. No, he's coming into the pits actually. David Coulthard is coming in for his pit stop. Wowzers, he's coming in very, very early. In fact, I was expecting him to go out for another 3 or 4 laps, but no, he's coming already. And already Johnny Herbert has gone past him once again, and one of the Ferraris as well. So we put the fuel in, we work on everything. Look at that, the front wing's got quite a bit of damage and the rear wing's got a little bit of damage. So we refuel the car as well, and yes, fantastic. So look at the time though, 15, 16, come on, 17, 18 seconds, 19, 20 second pit stop, and oh, I don't believe it. We're back to, no, we were in 14th, now we're in 15th position. Yes, 15th position. But David, oh no. No, did he get past Ligier? No, not quite, but 15th position then for David Coulthard. He rejoins the field now. It says 4 seconds behind Herbert, but that of course is well out of date. Oh, it's contact with the Ligier. I do believe he's got to be very, very careful. He doesn't want to have to come into the pits once again for another stop, does he? No, that would be disastrous. So he's got to watch that front wing damage as he goes past the Ligier now. Just out horsepowers the Ligier. And he's up there to 14th position. Our next target, I think that's a Tyrrell Yamaha in front. I think that may be a Tyrrell Yamaha, yes. Let's see if he can get up to 13th place. He's battling with, I think it's a Sauber again. We always seem to end up back here with the Saubers and the Tyrrells and the Minardis, don't we? Doesn't matter how well we do, we always seem to end up back here. It's like 0 to 0 time every single race. As Johnny Herbert's still in the lead at the moment, Berger in second. It says Coulthard in third, but he's not. He's made his stop. Alesi in fourth. And Damon Hill, our teammate, of course, is currently in 5th position. Let's see if we can get past this Sauber. Oh, contact with the Sauber, but we get past, yes. Up into 13th place now. We've got 3 cars now ahead of us. 3 cars. And the one at the back is the Tyrrell Yamaha of Mika Salo. Yes, Mika Salo. He did really well in his career, I have to admit. He did really well at Ferrari, didn't he? As we get past Mika Salo now, yes, up into 12th position. And we've got now a Ligier. Once again, it's contact with the Ligier. Don't take your wing off, David. Don't take your wing off. He's holding on desperately now as we go through into the bus stop once again. But we've got cars all over the place. He's going to skip over. No, he's going to have to. Oh, he's going to have to go for it. No, he skips the bus stop once again. Oh dear. Oh, look out. Okay, so he's up there. That's more contact. Up into 11th place now for David Coulthard. 11th position now. As we're just about to see if we can. There's only 5 laps remain as well. Only 5 laps remaining. Can he catch up to the back of this Ligier and go through as we go down the hill? And he's going to be able to be very, very careful. Watch that wing, David. No more contact. He actually backed off out of that manoeuvre. I just saw that he backed off. Yes, so 11th place at the moment. But let's see if he can power past all 3 of these cars. And he does get past the Ligier. Next is the Jordan Peugeot. I think that's Eddie Irvine, and he powers past that as well. Just look at the speed of this Renault. And oh my God, is that Michael Schumacher? I think that was Michael Schumacher. Oh, a little bit wide there for David Coulthard, but he managed to get past Michael Schumacher as well. And he's now up into 8th position now. 8th position for David Coulthard. So our next target is both the McLarens, as you can see they're both behind each other. Let's see if David Coulthard can get past them. He's going to give it the full welly boot from this ultimately superior horse-powered Williams Renault of 1995. The McLarens were just, they were nowhere off the, but oh my goodness, look at that McLaren. He dived off to the right hand side there, and we get past the first one, but the second one we are going to have to hold station a little bit longer. But let's see if we can get past it. Up into 7th now for David Coulthard. He's going to do a move down the inside, is he? No, very, very sensibly there. Decides not to try and pass because, of course, we must have about 25% wing damage already. We've made quite a few collisions in the front. We've got to be careful because if he loses his front wing in Belgium, it's pretty much game over because you've just got no way of stabilising the car when you need low downforce. And if you've got no downforce, it's just the car goes everywhere. Anyway, we go past now the other McLaren up into... Oh my goodness, now you skipped the chicane again. Oh David, that's very, very naughty. Very, very naughty indeed. I think we may have to call the stewards after this race. Yes, I think, well, they probably know already. They're probably debating what to do with David Coulthard. Yes, it may be a lifetime ban and no more popcorn for him for forever. That may be what they'll decide to do. Hopefully that will be what they decide to do. Anyway, we climb up the hill once more. 5th position at the moment for David Coulthard. We've got the banners in the background. Look at it. Campari. Do you remember those adverts? Campari. Anyway, never mind about that because we've got a Ferrari right in front of us. As we're going through Eau Rouge, just look at the crowds in the background. Just look at them. They're glorious little hundreds and thousands, aren't they? Glorious little hundreds and thousands as we show off the graphical engine of 1996. Oh my God, it's superb, isn't it? Just look at the trees in the background, the way they sort of pop into view, a hand grenade going off in reverse. It's just absolutely glorious, absolutely glorious. See, this is what they call real computer game entertainment. None of your bloody enhanced night visuals of F120. Who needs that rubbish, lads? Who needs that rubbish? All we need is an entertaining game, and that's what we had with this one. Yes, very entertaining indeed. As we go underneath the Foster sign now, and we're trying to get past this Ferrari. It's either Berger or a Lacey. It's Gerhard Berger, and as I say that, there was contact from the car behind. That was one of the Jordan Peugeots. I think that must have been Eddie Irvine, desperately trying to get his position back from Mr. David Coulthard. But Coulthard is hanging on now, hanging on very much indeed to this 5th place. He's now going to do the move. Is he going to do the move? No, there's no actual room there for him to pass. No room at the moment for him to pass. But he's getting very, very close now to the Ferrari. Now he makes his move straight down the inside. Is he going to skip over the bus stop once again? And the answer is, oh no, he makes contact with Damon Hill, his teammate. He does skip over the bus stop. Oh, careful, careful. And Damon Hill actually sneaks back past him there. That was quite funny, I have to say. That was quite funny. So, Coulthard, with just 3 laps to go, is in the points, which is the whole point of the Grand Prix, really. Yes, did you like that pun there? Very, very good. And he's up now into, is it 4th position? I think it may be 3rd now, I'm not quite sure. We'll find out in a minute. No, it is 4th position, so 4th position. And the car ahead of him now is his teammate, Damon Hill, and he's going to absolutely breeze past Hill. Just look at the... Well, I thought he was going to breeze past him, but unfortunately he didn't. But anyway, as we go into this tortuous right-hand turn, he's hopefully going to get very, very close to the back of Damon Hill because he's still looking for a win, you know. Yes, he's still looking for that win in this race. He's got that mindset where every single race he's looking for full World Championship points, which is only 10, of course, in 1995 because of the way the points were in that year. Yeah, no 125 points for winning anymore. Just 10 World Championship points for coming in 1st place and 6 World Championship points, of course, for 2nd position. Okay, let's see if we can indeed catch up to the back of Damon Hill, our teammate, and pass him because it will be glorious, absolutely glorious if we can best our teammate. Yes, that's always what you want to do, is best your teammate. Okay, so, gets on the curbing there, but have to be very, very careful because that curbing will spin you out, yes. This game was probably one of the first with the auto spin curbs. If you went too deep onto the curbs, you did use to spin straight out like a top. You spin around like a top, you did. Anyway, this time I think it's going to be the chance that David Coulthard needs to try and get past Damon Hill. No! Damon Hill actually pulled off, but he actually kept to the racing line, I have to say. Now he's going to skip over the bus stop once again. And after that, oh my goodness, he does. And he gets past it. Oh no, he's hit the barrier. No! No. Oh, it's all gone peaked on. It's all gone peaked on. But he's still got his front wing on. I don't believe it. He's still got his front wing on. He's down to 5th, but I think he's taken someone else's front wing off. Or is it? Oh no! It's Damon Hill. No, it's Oh, it's all going to shit now, lads. It's all going to shit now. We've got the Ferrari trying to get past us, and we take. Oh no, no! Don't take our front wing off, Mr. Ferrari man. Please don't take our front wing off. Oh, we have unfortunately taken the rear wing off of Damon Hill, so he's going to have to come into the pits, which means possibly no points for Damon Hill. Oh my goodness. Well, it was going so well it was, but unfortunately not so much now. But we are still in the points. We've got 2 World Championship points in the bag if nothing else goes wrong as we go past the Ferrari. Now, of course, we've got to get past Hill. Come on, he's going very, very slowly. Of course, he's got no rear wing on the car. Come on, Damon, no! No! Oh no, I don't believe it, Damon. Our teammate, he stuffed us. He stuffed us. He absolutely stuffed us. And we're down to 10th place now. We are out of the World Championship points. Now, how many more laps have we got to go? There can't be many more to go now, surely. Can he get back into the points before the end of this race? Well, it's looking pretty dicey, I have to say. Pretty dicey at the moment. But he will give his all because David Coulthard never gives up. And he never surrenders. Don't you know, as he manages to get past. Yes, oh, look at this. Oh, he's really going for it now. Absolutely going for it. He's back behind Damon Hill again with no rear wing. I don't believe it. And he's back into the points. And there's more contact with Damon Hill. He just can't get past the car because he's just all over the place now with his no front wing on his car. No rear wing on his car. Oh, it doesn't matter. He'll have no front wing in a minute by the time David Coulthard's finished with him. Come on, DC. Come on. Get past your teammate. Get past your teammate. Come on. Oh, go around the outside. Trying to go around the outside. He's going to make the move stick now. There's more contact with Danny's round again. I don't believe it. No. Oh my goodness. And he's off. He's in the gravel. Oh, this is absolutely. I think that's it. I think that's it, lads. I think it is all over. He's down to 12th position now for David Coulthard. He's going to try and skip over the chicane, but no, that was a Tyrrell Yamaha crashed straight into his side pod and stopped him from skipping over the chicane. And there goes Damon Hill in for his new rear wing, so that's him well out of the points. So can David Coulthard in his last... Oh no! Oh, I don't believe it. It's gone from bad to pigging worse. Now David Coulthard has lost his front wing. He's in 9th position. And he's taken off the rear wing of the car in front. Just for good measure. Oh, and he's going to spin. He's going to spin off again, isn't he? He's going to... No. He just manages to hold it together. Oh wow, what a race this has been at Belgium. What a race this has been. And he's off again. That's it. It's game over. No points for David Coulthard at Belgium. Currently in 12th position now. 12th position. With I think just one more lap to go. He's got no front wing, which is going to affect his cornering ability, which is going to be vital at this circuit. You need lots of cornering ability. And yeah, that's it. It's game over for DC in Belgium. He's going to try and catch up to the back of these cars, but he's never going to get back into the points. There's just too many cars to get past now, and there's not enough laps. And oh no, actually the Jordan Peugeot has taken off his rear wing now. Yes, as I've said in previous episodes, having no rear wing on the car makes absolutely no difference whatsoever. No, only the front wing makes a difference. The rear wing, it just doesn't mean anything. No, that's it. Oh god, that's it. He might as well just turn around now and drive in reverse. He might as well just take all the field out because it's all over for David Coulthard. He's down to 14th position now. 14th place. What a disastrous race at Spa this has turned out to be. Johnny Herbert looks like he's going to win the race. He's 31 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. There is the Jordan, who's also lost his rear wing. He's just limping to the finish now as he gets passed by a LaRousse. Yes, I did say that out loud. He gets passed by a LaRousse. Oh dear. Oh dear, David. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyway, down to 16th place now. I think this may be the last lap. He's going to skip the chicane for the final bit if it is the last lap anyway. I think he's going to... Oh no, and he's binned it again. Oh, is that it? Is it all over, lads? Is it all... Come on, is that the last lap? We'll find out in a second now. He crosses the line, and it's going to be a resounding... Yes, that was it. Wowzers. Absolute wowzers. So 16th position for David Coulthard. Johnny Herbert won the race in the end. Let's go to the championship standings after 11 rounds and see where we are. We're still in third place. I don't believe it. With 43 points, Damon Hill in the lead with 49. And in the constructors, we're in the lead with 92. Well, there you go, lads. There you go. Another race over. I'd just like to say thanks so much for watching, everyone. And as always, of course, there will be more later.